It's 6:30 a.m. on Friday, October 11th. I'm here on the banks of the Acushnet River in Fairhaven. Behind me is the bridge on Coggeshall Street towards New Bedford. It's a popular fishing spot. I've seen people fish here many times. But I came across this sign while I was scouting the location with my colleague Kamran Walsh, and found this sign about do not eat your catch. I didn't know this, but the reasoning is PCB sediment dredging was completed in 2020, and there's a high PCB levels accumulating in the fish, and the state and the town have advised you and us to not eat what you catch here. And I didn't know this. There's multiple zones here, and from Rocky Point in Fairhaven, I think it's Fairhaven, to Misham Point in Dartmouth, I think it's Dartmouth. These are all consume or do not consume areas, or consume once a month or once a week. And there's a lot of popular species here. They mention scup, togs, flounders, lobsters, bluefish, striped bass, quahogs, which definitely influences fishing efforts, especially from this location if you can't catch what you eat. But people still fish recreationally for catch and release, and we're going to go look for fishermen and try to get a word with them, find out their thoughts. Now I want to know, people who come fishing here, it's not for food, right?
Yeah, interestingly enough, though, despite the advisories against retaining any fish you catch in this area to eat, I've very commonly seen filleted carcasses of fish like striped bass, sometimes not even legal size, in the rocks here at low tide. So it begs the question, are the fishermen that are choosing to retain fish here unaware of the EPA regulations, or do they just not think that they're really an issue and continue to choose to keep fish anyways?
Since I was 10 years old.
All right, on normally for striper or other species too?
Freshwater,
All right, on.
Botwood Park, and stripers, saltwater.
Cool, yeah. Yeah, so do you normally like keep anything out of the Acushnet or not really?
I don't. You're not supposed to because of the PCV that's inside the water.
Yeah.
We all do it for a sport.
Yeah, same here. Do you think the striper management, so you've been hearing a lot lately about how like striper have had a lot of poor recruitment classes and they might be starting to decline, and is that something that you like agree with, or do you think they're doing fine or kind of starting to decline a bit?
I think we're doing okay. They ought to put the size limit up a little bit more, so at least we can take one home.
Yeah, gotcha. I think they made the slot more restrictive because of that strong like 2015 year class, I think. But then growing concern is that like in management in general is like the more restrictive of a minimum size limit you set, the more fish people are gonna have to toss back, then more of those are gonna die. Do you think that that's an issue, just to increase discard mortality?
I think so. I would think so. Sure.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, what do you think about like Maryland's like striper regulations, where it's like the less restrictive minimum size for commercial? Do you think that's something that should probably change, or?
It should change to a little bit higher length.
I gotcha. That makes sense. Yeah, definitely some interesting changes that have been going on in this region for sure, like with offshore wind and stuff. Are you a fan of that or not too much?
Not much.
very particular reason? Just like kind of concerned for like fishermen's livelihoods or like effects on like ecosystems or?
Some of the guys are saying that they have the windmills out there now, and it's affecting the fish from coming up the river.
Oh,
They're
interesting.
spawning a little bit different. That's what they're saying.
Oh, it's preventing the striper from being able to go upriver, or?
Right, they might be changing their habits and going somewhere else.
Yeah, that's an interesting point. Yeah, there also been, it is tricky.
The windmills warm the water more too, you know. So that's what we're thinking. All the guys down here, some of them.
All right, on. Yeah, it makes sense. Well, anyways, we'll let you get back to fishing. Yeah, thanks for your time.
Okay,
It's
thank
I
you.
got a couple more.
Oh, sorry, Kevin has a couple questions.
Hello, I'm Kevin.
Hi.
Hello. What's your favorite fish to catch?
Striped bass.
Why is that? Like, do you like eating them, or you just like the fighting?
I do like eating them.
Yeah.
You know.
Least favorite fish to
They're
catch?
a real good fighter and everything.
Yeah,
What is
yeah.
it?
Least favorite fish to catch?
The least favorite fish would be. I can't think of one offhand. Maybe an electric eel.
Oh yeah, that'd be crazy to fish for. You mostly come out here looking for a striped bass. There's also
Striped bass and
and
bluefish.
bluefish. Yeah.
That's strictly what I fish for.
Yeah. Where'd
I
you?
don't do too much bottom fishing.
Gotcha. Where did you learn to fish?
I learned at Buttonwood Park by my father.
Oh, all right, cool. Nice. How long ago was that?
How long ago was that? I was probably about 7 years old. So you got to figure about 60 years ago.
So the the 60s. Yeah, 60s, right?
The 60s.
How was fishing different then? Do you think has it changed over time?
Has it changed? I'm not sure. I think everything's been changing and staying the same.
Okay. Yeah.
I would think so.
What are some other places you like to go fishing?
I like to fish over in Hackett Street. I like to fish the canal, Cape Cod Canal. Up at Horseneck Beach.
Last question for you, sir, and we'll let you get on your way. If you had an unlimited budget and no rules, what would you go fishing for? What would you hunt down? What's the big one?
Would be a striped bass.
Big striped bass. How big? They get pretty. They get like 60 inches. If you could keep like a full size striped bass, how big would you want to get?
I'd like to see. Well, to keep them would be within the slot.
Right, but if there were no rules and you could keep as big as one as you wanted, what would you want to catch? Like in your dream catch?
Yeah, in my career would be something like a 50-pounder.
Yeah.
I've already caught 30 and 35 pounders.
Nice.
I want something bigger.
Yeah.
and one other thing, I have twin granddaughters, and I love bringing them fishing with me and growing up with them.
Nice. Do you fish with your family frequently?
I do. As much as I possibly can.
Are they all local around here?
No, they live up in Pawtucket, Rhode Island.
Cool. All right, cool. Thank you very much. I'll enjoy your fishing.
Okay.
And what was your name again?
Tom.
Thank you very much, Tom, and enjoy your fishing.
Okay, guys.
Oh, Kamran just caught a fish. I'm here with an angler that just caught a striped bass. How do you feel right now, sir?
Pretty good.
We got a nice catch. That's looking like not a keeper, but what do you think? 16 inches?
Yeah, little guy. Just saw them hitting while we were talking to them over there, and yeah, I had to run over and make a couple
I
casts.
saw you run over because they were all hitting all over the surface of the water.
Yeah, that's why it's important to kind of help maintain sustainable fisheries, because I mean most people can't afford you know, a $200,000 boat that can go like way offshore tuna fishing or something like that. I mean, having access to productive coastal fishing is important for a lot of people.
Going back, I lived in San Diego. Like fishermen have just recreational fishermen have a completely different vibe, where they're like, you know, they're like wearing like skinny jeans and like skater shoes and kind of like, you know, that kind of fit.